And joining us on Good Things today is Mr. Richard Greenlee. He's the owner and promoter of Wratchet Entertainment Group, and they are always up to good things, bringing some good entertainment to Mississippi. Hey, Richard.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm doing really good. I'm looking forward to warmer weather because spring and summer always means that the good entertainment is going to gear up in and around Mississippi, and you guys always bring us the best acts. So who you got coming to town?
Well, I actually have two shows this Easter weekend. It's a good start. It'll be a great weekend. Tomorrow night, Friday night, and if you remember this from interviews past, Taylor Hicks and the Delta Funk Revival is coming tomorrow night to Dealing Hall, and Third Time's a Charm. If you remember, this was scheduled twice before, and COVID's got it, but COVID's gone, and we're putting it on, so we're good to go.
Third time is the charm, and God bless you, Richard, as well as everybody else who has to coordinate schedules and make those hard decisions when things can't go through. But man, we'll show up and show out, and I know it'll be a great show tonight. And then you got something exciting, I think, Saturday night, correct?
Yeah, well, the Taylor Hicks show's tomorrow night. Friday night, it's all for the Children's Hospital at Dealing Hall. And Saturday night, you're right. We have a 15-year-old Jackson native phenom, Prentice Furr. Bill and Denise Furr, his parents are good friends of mine. He is 15. At 14, he has a record deal from and represented by Cinematic Music Group. Justin Bieber, Meghan Trainor, and Skrillex are his biggest fans and want to record with him. He just got asked to play Lollapalooza in October and was recognized the #1 new artist to see at Lollapalooza. And he is playing the When We Were Young Festival in Las Vegas, and he's about to drop a 13-track new album this summer. So he is a Jackson native, 15-year-old young man, amazing guy, Saturday night at Howlin' Mouse.
He doesn't even have his driver's license yet, Richard. And he's accomplished more than we ever have.
He just got his learner's permit 2 days ago, or Monday.
Oh, that's funny. I was reading his story. I think there's a wonderful write-up about him, Richard Prentice, and I shared it in the Good Things Facebook group that kind of walks through the uniqueness of how he kind of rose to this. It feels like instant fame, but I love that he just was, doing what he enjoyed at home, as the story goes, and then putting it out there just for his own, enjoyment or pleasure. And folks just sort of gravitated towards it for good reason, and it took off from there. What's it like? You mentioned, the family. I mean, this has been a wild ride for them.
Yeah, it's just not to mention take away from Prentice, but his oldest brother, Wilson, was the #1 golfer in Alabama on the PGA Tour on tour now, and then Prentice is the youngest son, and it just kind of hit them by surprise. It just kind of they're all just coming to grips with how big it's gotten and it's getting, and he's really, he's homeschooled now because he can't, he spends a lot of time in L.A. and Nashville and doing videos and recording and working with publicists, and he writes and own music and his lyrics and produces his own stuff and really has control of his artistic, creation, and it's like a whirlwind for him.
And here's our opportunity to see him in person this Saturday night at Howlin' Mouse. What would his style be? If we haven't maybe seen him on the viral sort of social platforms, or maybe this is the first time we're hearing Prentice's name, but we're intrigued by the story. Like, what's his genre, or what's his niche in music?
Well, he likes to label himself as alternative, because alternative, and these are his words, not mine, as a big umbrella. He's got some rock stuff on this new album. He's got some pop stuff. The publicists out there call him hyper pop because of his few songs he had when he was 14, when he was younger. But he has influences from the 80s. He mentions, Jackson 5 and the Beatles were a big influence of his. So he's alternative, but he's got, he mixes his own stuff, plays guitar, has a DJ. We have a drummer flown in from L.A. that's going to be backing him on drums. So it's going to be very interesting. It's an all-ages show, too. Under 18 is fine with a parent or guardian at a 3-to-1 ratio. A mom or dad can bring 3 kids, and it's all ages, so it's going to be great.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's good to note. And I get tickled, Richard, when you mention alternative, because I look over and wink at Rhino because we are the children of the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. So when you say alternative to me, my mind goes in completely different direction in terms of a actual genre, of music. I'm thinking Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots. I'm talking, that's kind of like my route of it. It just tickles me that a 15-year-old would have obviously a different view of a label we used for music 20 years ago. But I love that you can get out and come with your family to this, right? Like this is something that, parents can bring their tweens and teens and have a good time on Saturday. So give us the details on tickets and when the doors open.
Yeah, real quick, we have the venue, Hallam House, separated into the under 18 and over 18, so parents can be in the back and have a cocktail, and kids have a soda pop and bar and can eat food. So it's going to be great. You can get tickets for the Saturday night show at C-Tickets, that's S-E-E tickets.us. Kind of difficult, ctickets.us, and just search for Prentice. That's the best way to do it. You can buy tickets right there, or you can buy them at the door tomorrow, or Saturday. The Friday night show at Dueling Hall, you can get tickets at ardenland.net. Now, I'm jumping around, but let's go back to Saturday. Saturday night, doors are at 7, show is at 8. They've got a good little warm-up band. It's a local high school band. And then Prentice will probably come on probably 8:45 or so, 9. He's got a DJ and a drummer. And you can get tickets, again, for the Saturday night show at Hallam House at ctickets.us and search for Prentice.
And then for the Friday night show, which is benefiting Children's Mississippi, when can we get tickets? How can we still get tickets for that for tomorrow night?
Yes, you can at ardenland.net. You can get tickets, or you can come to the door. There are 2 types of tickets. There's a VIP ticket, which is kind of interesting. It's $100. You have a happy hour before doors from 6 to 7. It's a meet and greet with a band. We'll have hors d'oeuvres for you, have a cash bar. You get a signed and numbered original artwork show poster, local artist, Holly Peel, who plays keyboard. She had a painting that I created and made into a poster, and you get a show T-shirt, and you get a roped-off little area in Dueling to sit in the private bar. And that's a $100 ticket, and the general admission is $30. And, again, it's all for the Children's Hospital. Doors are at 7, show is at 8 on Friday night at Dueling Hall, and you can get tickets at ardenland.net.
Man, Richard, you got a lot going on. Is there anywhere we can go and just see everything you're promoting and you're up to? I know you've got these 2 great acts coming up this weekend, but I know this is just the beginning of the spring-summer tour.
Well, yeah, I'm working. The Twilight series is back. I can't announce bands, but we've secured our first 2 dates for July 9th and October 22nd. We'll be adding 2 more shows, and pretty soon I'll have all that up on my website at twilightms.com. It's not there now, but we're working on that stuff.
Always working on something, aren't you, Richard?
I am. So we're going to have 4 shows for Twilight, and we'll be announcing something in the next couple of weeks with the July 9th and October 22nd dates. Those are my first 2 confirmed dates.
Well, a lot of exciting stuff, and we encourage folks to get out and support what you're doing for tomorrow night as well as for Saturday night. And since you've got the in, I'm putting it out on blast. I would love to get Prentice here in the Good Things studio. I think he would be a lot of fun to get to know. You know somebody?
Yeah, we can do that anytime. Prentice would love to come. He's 15. He's a very mature, brilliant young kid. He will be a blast. I can get him in anytime you want to.
Well, we look forward to that and everything that you bring to us here on Good Things. Richard, we appreciate your time and all the talent you're bringing to town. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All righty. Lots of good stuff going on. Always a good reminder, too, that when you support those local acts and you go out to these smaller venues, you are supporting small business. It's another way that you can use your entertainment dollars to go back into your local